Hey everybody. Came up the other day in conversation with a potential client talking about USDA loans. Um, Great option, but I wanted to cover USDA loans, just kind of break down the bare bones stuff with you, talk to some of my lending partners, and wanted to make sure that I made available to you as a resource some of the stuff that USDA loans entail. So USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, you can get loans through them for those who qualify. So a couple of things that make USDA loans unique. Number one, you can get 100% financing if you want to get a home loan, if you want to get a home mortgage loan. It's something you can do. Now, there's a couple of caveats to that. Number one, property that you are looking at getting a loan on has to be in an eligible area. Now, there's a website, which I'm going to post down in the link in the description of this video, to the USDA eligibility map. You can put in your address, you can put in the address of wherever you're looking to move, whatever property it is for sale, and it will tell you, excuse me, it'll tell you if that property is in a area where you can get a USDA loan. If it's not in one of the qualifying areas, you can't get a USDA loan. If it is, obviously, you can. Now, what I'm going to be talking about a little bit here is stuff that's specific to the state of Ohio. So, if you live in a different state, some of this stuff may not necessarily apply to you, but bear with me, because I can find it, and I have associates who can find it, if you need it, in a state that isn't the state of Ohio. So, eligibility map I'll put in the description. A couple of things. There's income limits on USDA loans. So if you have a 4-member household, your household can't be making more than $112,450 a year. That's not counting the income of anyone who lives in that household who's under the age of 18. Okay, it's just 18 plus, people who live in the household. If you have a household of 5 or more, combined household income can't be more than $148,450. Again, don't count anyone who's under 18. Doesn't matter. Now here's the good news. You qualify for that going in. Okay. If you qualify for that amount and you 6 months later are making double that, doesn't matter. You just have to make it in to qualify. Once you qualify for the USDA loan, you have the USDA loan. That's how your home is mortgaged. Done. Happy. Great. You can make millions of dollars the next year, and it's not going to be a problem. A couple of other things. This isn't typically for homes that are $500,000 or more, for a variety of reasons, mainly that income one. It's also going to depend on the level of debt that you are coming into getting a USDA loan with. If you have less debt going into this, you are going to have a higher home price eligibility. So if your debt is really, really low, you can qualify to get a home that is more expensive, covered by a USDA loan. Cool stuff there. Appraisals for USDA loan homes are going to be similar to other government loans. So your VA loans, great example. Appraisals are going to be really, really similar to VA loans. It's going to be more stringent than if you're just getting a conventional home loan. It's also going to be tough to get a USDA loan, or impossible to get a USDA loan if you've got a ton of cash in the bank. If you have a ton of cash in the bank, they might be like, oh, well, you can clearly, afford whatever. You'd be better off getting a conventional loan. If you've got closing costs and you can put 20% down, just look at a conventional loan. It's gonna serve you better in the long run. It used to be really hard to get USDA loans. It's not as hard now. There's less demand for these in rural areas. And for my agents out there, really good to put in your MLS listing if a house is eligible in a USDA loan eligible area. That's really good information to share. Some other helpful resources. If you go online, you can just Google USDA loans, and you've got a couple of websites. You got USDAloans.com. They've got an eligibility calculator you can go through, and Obviously, nothing is going to be perfect. Those calculators aren't going to be perfect. If you want someone to walk through the process with you, feel free to reach out to me. I've got a lot of lending partners who are very knowledgeable in USDA loans and can walk you through the process. Just let me know. I'll get you in contact with them. Link to all of my socials and contact information is going to be in the description of the video. So if you just want to save my contact information, give me a call, give me a text, send me an email, whatever the case may be. I'll get you in contact with them. Another one is going to be ruraldevelopment.gov. rd.usda.gov. That's going to show you the single family housing guaranteed loan program, which is also going to have some information on it. The Section 502 Guaranteed Loan Program assists approved lenders in providing low and moderate income households the opportunity to own adequate, modest, decent, safe, and sanitary dwellings as their primary residence in eligible rural areas. Keyword there, primary residence. Got to live there. Okay, these kind of things. A lot of loans like this, VA loans, it has to be your primary residence that you're getting a loan for. That's a key element to all of this. So remember that as well. Not going to be able to get a VA loan or other government loans for rental properties, Airbnbs, whatever you want to use it for. Those will be conventional or cash. So that's just a brief go over of the USDA loans. Some variations by state, but go ahead and it's difficult. I know Ohio, so if there's anything that's different elsewhere, I'll put you in contact with somebody who can explain the differences. But if you got any more questions, feel free to reach out and send them my way, and I'll put you in contact with a couple of very knowledgeable lending people who are going to walk you through the process really well. So appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Share this with anyone who's looking at purchasing a house in a rural area or in an area that's USDA eligible, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.